Again, folks, we're looking live at an unbelievable scene, an absolutely unbelievable scene, harkening back to the bombing, of course. This is not a bomb. We understand that a plane, an actual airplane, has crashed into the World Trade Center, Tower number 1, building number 1. As you look at an eerie shot there of the Empire State Building to your right and the World Trade Center to the back, with the black smoke billowing out of the top stories of the World Trade Center, Tower number 1.
Quite a sizable hole is quite apparent there. Unable at this point to see any pieces of plane or anything that would indicate to us that it was in fact a plane. Again, we are going on reports, and clearly up at that level, it's hard to imagine it could be anything else at all. The reports of the debris falling to the ground. We have working hard right now to talk with the FAA, the Port Authority, to get any information to you as far as what plane, what type of plane, who's involved, how many people in the building. Marcella Palmer working it from the ground.
It obviously, though, Michael, is a large plane, if indeed it was. I mean, that's what we're getting confirmation on that, because you can look and see how many sides of this building were damaged, and the smoke is amazing. Looks like, apparently, at least 3 sides, if not all 4 sides of the World Trade Center building have been damaged by this collision. Unbelievable scene, folks. I'm sure they're bringing back memories of about, 1990 World Trade Center bombing. We're getting somebody. We have somebody on the phone. We're working on it. Okay.
Our information center is now working on contacting somebody on the phone. We don't want to add any more confusion to the mix. However, we are under the advisement now that CNN has spoken to who they believe was a witness who has told them that it was a twin-engine plane that perhaps hit the World Trade Center. It's a witness report only. I want to emphasize that. That's the story that CNN is able to help us compile at this point. But as you can see, a very, very fresh and horrible scene as the smoke just billows from the top section of the Tower 1 of the World Trade Center.
110-story building is what Tower 1 is, and you can see it's obviously on the upper levels of Tower 1. We're trying to effort information, folks. This just happened. Again, as Michael just mentioned, CNN is quoting a witness who says that he or she saw a twin-engine plane flying right into the Trade Center. Unfortunately, we do not know at this point where that twin-engine plane or where that airplane, we're not sure if it's a twin-engine, 737, may have originated from, where it was heading, which of our 3 airports. Obviously, this is going to affect airport traffic as well, as the entire city comes to a standstill right now as we look live at an apparent plane that has crashed into the World Trade Center.
So we're giving you every possible angle that we can come up with as we have fixed cameras all across the city, taking a live look. We're looking at it along with you for the very first time, the heavy black smoke pouring from the top of this building. Reports now that a plane of some type has impacted the World Trade Center. Crews always on the way, working as hard as we can now to get you more information.
All right, we're jotting down notes as we get them. Do we have that person ready? Okay. We're efforting, folks. What I'm talking to my producers as well is trying to get information. As we're efforting information, we're trying to reach witnesses who may be there live at the scene and able to give us a first-hand account. Witnesses, we do understand from the Associated Press, reported hearing a huge explosion. Also more eyewitnesses saying they saw a small commuter plane crash into the building. So we're getting 2 accounts there, Michael, from witnesses, according to the Associated Press, who saw a small plane. So perhaps that's indeed what it was. It doesn't matter. The extensive damage has been done. Not sure, again, of any injuries, albeit there have got to be several, obviously, from looking at this. We're trying to get that again. Marcella Palmer on her way. Talked to her by cell phone. Unfortunately, her cell phone got disconnected. Go ahead.
We're just saying that we're now getting reports from the Associated Press that witnesses reported hearing and seeing that huge explosion, heavy smoke, as you see there billowing from the top, and several witness accounts now kind of siding with the CNN version of the story that it was a twin-engine plane. Not to say that we know for certain. We don't want to make any assumptions, especially this early on, as you take a look at it along with us as we're piecing together the information for you as it's developing. Understand right now that we do have somebody joining us on the phone.
Yes, Paul Schwinger is on the phone live to tell us what he saw. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
Go ahead, take it away. Where were you and what did you see?
Well, I was in my apartment pretty much right under the flight path of this plane in the village. And I heard this really, really loud noise go by, and I thought it was an Air Force jet on display. So I looked right out the window, and I saw this twin-engine plane fly right over my house, and it was losing altitude. And then I saw the impact and the explosion, this huge ball of flame. And the plane looked either like a 737 or an Airbus.
737 or an Airbus. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand you're an airplane aficionado?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we mean by that?
Well, I couldn't really tell because by the time I looked up, I mean, I saw two engines, and it was, a smaller style plane.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time I looked up, it was already right over my head, just in front of me, so I couldn't tell the difference between the two.
All right, 737 or an Airbus, according to Paul Schweiner. Now, you heard a loud boom. You heard the boom.
Yes, I heard the boom, and I saw the ball of smoke go up. But that was the impact with the World Trade Center. I didn't hear a boom before that. I just heard very loud jet engine noise.
Okay.
Probably because it was so low.
Right, losing altitude.
And it was losing altitude at the time.
Gosh.
Sky's looking very clear, too. And Paul, we understand that you're something of a flight aficionado.
Yes.
So you have some experience.
Right.
What does your experience tell you may have entered into what you're looking at here with such clear skies?
Possibly some form of engine failure or control failure.
Do you ever see any type of air traffic in and around your area that...
Well, routinely, this is a routine pattern to come into LaGuardia, to fly in these clear skies.
Paul, we're hearing that to join in and to confirm what you saw, that a vice president from CNN said he reported seeing a small plane crash into Tower Number 1 as well. And ironically, that is the same tower that the World Trade Center bombing happened in so many years ago that everybody clearly remembers. How about flight rules? Do you have...
I'm not sure. I mean, it was following the proper, as far as I could see from my house, it was following the proper path to come into LaGuardia.
Okay, coming from LaGuardia, right. All right, Paul, we appreciate your call, and hang loose, though.
Hey, Paul,
Thank you.
one quick question though before you go, Paul.
Sure.
Have you been over near the scene
You can't see
to
from...
see anything that's gone on the ground?
No, I could only see the smoke and the flame. Well, it's basically the smoke in the air right now, right in front of me.
Mm-hmm. And we see two sides of the World Trade Center definitely affected by this crash. Black smoke continuing to billow out there.
But I hear a lot of sirens going in.
Oh, sure.
Sure you do. And again, your estimation, what type of plane did
Either an
you report
Airbus A320 style or a Boeing 737.
your knowledge from? How much time do you have in a pilot?
It was another...
Oh, no. Okay.
Explosion.
Explosions, multiple explosions, ladies and gentlemen. We just saw another explosion.
Was the other tower, Kim?
I know, I saw.
We're just watching it again. It's the first time.
I'm starting to think
This is
should
now-
I get out
This
of
is
here?
the other tower, ladies and gentlemen. Another explosion number 2 of the World Trade Center just happened live on our air.
First, that we had heard the impact only affecting Tower 1, but as our producers and reporting
There it
staff
is.
in the field is telling us, you can see now to the left of your screen there is fire in the second
Lower the
tower.
camera just a little bit. You can see right at the bottom of... Visual and what eyewitnesses have told us.
Well, I would hate to speculate, but yeah, that's a completely separate incident, right, Joe? I mean, this building has been the subject of terrorist attacks in the past, and I certainly would want to speculate at this time, but that is a separate explosion
Yes, it is.
in the other building. Now, we have tried to get hold of the Port Authority, which manages the building. We haven't been able to get an answer. We did call MTA, and the MTA says the subway service as of right now is continuing, so that's not a problem. It's obviously very below, but I imagine that will change very quickly after what we...
Oh my goodness.
Shower.
No, I'm just getting my clothes on and getting out of here. I highly recommend the same to you.